This is Jonathan Agatha for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Austin Ammo Williams here in Leeds, ahead of Warrington Lopez tomorrow night. But the reason you're here is to scout Felix Cash. How are you feeling, first of all? You've just got in today, is it?
Yeah, I just got in about 11 o'clock. I got to Leeds. Yep. It's about 2 now, so I'm feeling good.
Well, fair play for coming straight to the weigh-in. You had a look at Felix Cash, I'm guessing, on the scales. I'm guessing you didn't take too much, but...
I didn't take too much from this one. He 166 pounds. When a fighter that far over their weight, it's just something to shake off. He's just shaking off cobwebs. So I'm not really looking for a spectacular performance from him or anything. I'm just hoping he gets through this fight in good health so that we can really set up the fight.
As far as we know, if he wins tomorrow night, the fight's agreed and it happens next. Is that what you know? Yes,
the fight's agreed. We got a lot of titles on the line. I'm not going to reveal yet, but it's a lot of people interested in this fight. It's a WBA title eliminator, so we both going to come with that fire and that heat, because this is what boxers fight for. We fight for those straps. We fight for that notoriety. And, so definitely after this fight, Cash is next. Cash is my next target.
And, he said in the press conference yesterday that you've got a big mouth and he's looking to shut you up. What do you think of that?
It's funny to me when guys say that, because the whole reason why I'm coming at him is because he was running his mouth. I literally... less than 10 minutes after I finished fighting Kyron Conway, he was on Instagram and Twitter tweeting about me and talking, running his mouth. And I normally don't say anything to fighters. But when it's guys like that who like to come at fighters online and from a distance and stuff like that, I like to chastise him. I like to get in his head and bother him, and because I know he's an emotional guy. I can look at him and tell that he's just a guy that I can easily get under his skin. It's easy for me, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to play the game. If he never ran his mouth about me, I probably wouldn't even be thinking about fighting Felix Cash, because to be honest, I don't think he can beat Kyron Conway. I even told Eddie Hearn that. I don't think that he can beat Kyron Conway, so I wanted him to fight Kyron before me, since he ran his mouth like that, but... it's bigger and better things that we're looking towards right now, and he's the person on the radar now.
Obviously, he's quite highly rated here in the UK, big puncher. What have you seen of him?
I seen him fight Denzel Bentley, and I think that's what gave him most of his recognition as a big puncher. But I've been in the ring with so many massive punchers like David Benavidez's and Charlo's and stuff like that. I've seen too much to renown him as a big puncher. He's not a big puncher.
So let me ask you, if you were to beat Felix Cash, what does that do for your career? Is it world title next?
Oh yeah, it's definitely world title next. There's so many titles on the line for this one. It's pretty much... it's nothing else to do after beating him. It's nothing else to do. And then, of course, Matchroom and Eddie, we have the means to get the titles. A lot of these fighters have to fight 6 and 7 eliminators because the titles aren't available for them. They can't get them. But Eddie can get the titles, so I know for sure this is just... whoever wins this fight, that's the one who's going to get the title shot, and I am more than confident that I'm going to beat Felix Cash. I mean, look at him now. He's 166 pounds, not in shape. That's not in shape. For any boxer that, anybody that knows boxing, somebody comes into a fight on weigh-in, they 6 pounds over their actual fight weight. That's not in shape. That's not dedication. That's not being, set and ready to fight. We getting this guy up off the couch. We getting this guy off a bad diet. We getting this guy off maybe sadness and depression or whatever, and we getting him in the ring to fight real quick. But real fighters, I rarely even walk 10 pounds overweight. So for somebody to be 6 pounds overweight fight week, that tells me everything about him right there.
And let me ask you a few other questions. You fought last weekend out in Arizona. How was it?
Oh, it was great. Like I said in my last interview, it got to show me that I'm a veteran. I'm getting veteran status because I was able to turn it into a sparring session in a sense where I was aware beyond winning the fight. I already knew I was going to win the fight. I was already calculating how many punches I landed and how many punches he landed and all that. I was able to separate myself in the fight and kind of, listen to what my coaches wanted me to do, assess what they wanted me to do, and use the fight as a building experience rather than just trying to hurry up and knock somebody out and get out the ring. I got to really fully utilize my 30 minutes of action.
Final one on Felix Cash. Are you willing to come to the UK to fight him?
I'm willing to fight Felix Cash anywhere. Like, I'm not one of those fighters that feel like a variable here, a variable there will change the outcome of the fight. I got so much experience fighting globally. I got so much experience now that I will beat him anywhere. I will fight him anywhere at any time. The money's right. The time is right. The people right. All that don't matter to me. I don't care about that. I'm being honest. I care about me writing history, beating guys. If I got to beat him in his backyard in front of all his friends and people, that just make the story even better. So that's how I look at things.
You said you sparred Benavidez. Tell me, how does he do against Caleb Plant and Canelo? The Plant fight looks like it's going to happen. If he beats him, how does he do against both of them?
David is my brother. That's my brother, man. I'm rooting for him. He's a young, hungry fighter coming up. I wish nothing but the best for him. I want him to beat both of them, to be honest. And I got a lot of love for Canelo because he put me on a lot of his cards and helped me build my career and build my name. So massive respect to Canelo, but just me being in that younger generation of fighters, I want to see those fighters, excel. And I think that David Benavidez has what it takes to be a great fighter.
And I don't know if you know, we've got a big middleweight clash coming up here in the UK. Chris Eubank Jr. against Liam Smith. You want the winner?
Man, yeah, I definitely want the winner of that. That is something that makes sense for me, too. What's crazy is I actually became kind of a fan of Chris Eubank Jr. and his build-up with Conor Ben. He was hilarious. I mean, it was genius. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate a person that has a personality. So I actually became kind of a fan of him. So I want to see him win that fight, and I definitely want to fight him in the future.
Amo, thanks for talking to Pro Boxing Fans. You looking forward to this atmosphere in Leeds tomorrow night?
I definitely am. Like I said, I've been able to go to Newcastle and watch fights with Eddie Hearn, and it was ridiculously wild. It was crazy. It was one of the greatest fight experiences I ever had. And everybody told me Leeds is going to be even better than that. So I'm like, I don't know what to expect. I'm going in there just eyes wide, ready to get some new life experiences.
Very similar type of fans, Leeds and Newcastle, and Warrington's ring walk will be crazy. So enjoy that. Amo, appreciate the time. Enjoy the rest of the time here in the UK.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody supporting me. Hey, get ready for this Felix Cash fight. This is going to be one of the best fights of 2023.